We're
Annika,
back. I'm Vanessa.
and you're listening to Two Peas in a Podcast, episode 4.
Four.
And
Woo!
what is today's episode about, Vanessa?
Today's episode is about our life in quarantine. You
Yes.
know, vaccines are being rolled out now. It's the middle of spring. This time last year, we were all in lockdown.
Yeah, and it was like the
So,
scariest part of COVID, to be honest, because we didn't know what it was.
oh yes, definitely. I think so too. Especially because everything was so new, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like no one in the world had really experienced a thing like this. Um, and yeah, it's already crazy that it's been a year since this
I
whole
know.
lockdown happened.
I honestly feel like it's not a lockdown anymore at this point.
Oh no, it's not. But
Yeah.
everyone's like walking
For the
out and
most part.
about.
Yeah, because the vaccines are coming out, so I guess people feel safer about it. But still, it's very important to
Yeah,
keep safe.
true, true.
Never know.
Um, I know like when I go out now, I see so many more people like just walking around and I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah,
Just
I
seeing all these
know.
people like walk around. Definitely different from how we felt last year.
Yeah.
How did you first hear about COVID or like when did you first hear about COVID happening? Do you remember?
I th- I don't know. I think it was like around Chinese New Year. I think I was eating my Chinese New Year dinner with like my family, and we're all chilling. We're like, oh yeah, there's like a COVID thing going around in China, and we're like, oh, hope it doesn't
Yeah.
come here. And a couple weeks
Yeah.
later, boom, it's here, and it won't go away.
Hooray. I
It's
know.
really sad.
Um, I
But
think
you,
when I first heard about it, it was towards the end or like towards the holidays, maybe towards the end of January where I like read about it on the
yeah,
news. And then yeah, even that like in January it was like so far away and
mm-hmm.
we didn't think that it would end up, going
This.
across the world, yeah, into this. I think I was like at work and then it was my boss's like birthday. And
Mm-hmm.
then that was also around the time when Kobe passed
Oh my
too.
God, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a rough month.
2020 was a horrible year. A
Yeah,
horrible
it wasn't
year.
great, especially with all the like different things going on. And,
Yeah.
it just seemed like everything was getting worse the more time went on. So
Mm-hmm.
that's not good. But how did you react to the news like when things like started
When we
closing
first heard
down and
about
like,
it, and then like there was
mm-hmm,
cases like rising up here, I was still working at my old preschool, and I was like, you know what, it kind of just sounds like the flu. And definitely not the flu now, but back then I thought, probably just gonna go come and go in like 2 weeks, no big deal.
yeah.
And we were
Oh,
still working at the time, and then 2 weeks passed and it was getting worse. And then so our school had
I
a
know.
meeting and we decided to shut down. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like a pretty long time.
Yeah,
And
right.
then I was I just stayed home. I mean, obviously when the
Mm-hmm.
school was closed, I couldn't go anywhere, so I was staying home, staying safe because I didn't
Yes.
want to risk anything for my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I just found
Yes.
ways to hang out at home with my family, I guess, and pick up new hobbies along the way.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
think I remember the last day that I was at work, and I remember like them telling us that we were supposed to like work in shifts, or we were already working in shifts, but like
Uh huh.
more separated because of, the protocols and like 6 feet
Uh
apart, things
huh.
like that.
Yeah.
And then so when I went into work that day, I didn't expect to come out being like, oh, this is the last time you're gonna come into the office for now. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like
okay, I guess
what?
this is happening. And then, like a few months passed, and then it was just like crazy, like just being at home. Like it was nice for the first like
Couple weeks
couple
maybe.
weeks, yeah, maybe like the first like month or so, because it's like, oh, I don't have to
Yeah.
work. Like I'm on a little break right now. And then like once
Yeah.
the second month rolled around, I was like, I wonder how long
I
this
have
is
no
gonna be.
job.
But it was funny because even when like when I was at home, like just staying inside, I was like, oh, when am I gonna go back to
Hmm.
work? But then when I was at work, I was like, oh, when I go home?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a weird
That's
relationship that I
still me
have.
every day.
I know, me too. Now that we're
Like, why
back
am
at
I
work and like
here?
up and running, true. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
But I think when everyone was required to lock down, it was kind of nice in the sense that everyone was kind of just like it was really quiet outside. There was barely
Good
any
pause.
traffic because no one was, yeah, like a pause
Yeah.
on the world. There's barely any traffic. I mean, because no one had any reason to go outside. And then I
Yeah.
think one of the things I like picked up was like just taking walks, like in my
Mm.
neighborhood. There's like a really nice way to like go outside but still be socially distanced from other people. It's still like being
Yeah.
safe in your own like personal bubble, I guess. And I remember like there's like different facts about like wearing a mask. Like at first, I remember them saying like, "Oh, you don't have to wear a mask. It doesn't really do much." Or like I read that
Oh my God,
somewhere.
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it was like, "Oh, you don't have to wear a mask because it is there's really no benefit to like wearing one." And then later, as time went on, they
Uh,
were like, "Oh, we do realize that like
please
wearing
wear a
masks, yeah,
mask.
it's like wearing masks is really important." And so like when I first read that article, I was like, "Oh, I guess it's like I guess that makes sense." Like, oh, masks don't
Yeah,
really do much, but then like as time went on, you realize how like good it is at protecting like
yeah, it's
your
so
own
important.
saliva from like
The droplets,
yeah,
like think
droplets.
about how much you spread. Imagine being at
Yes.
Disneyland and someone
Oh my
sneezes. You
God.
don't care when someone sneezes on
Yeah,
you,
like
but
a
now like
few months
somebody
ago.
literally talks and then like gets on you, like, oh my God, ew.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to a friend earlier and I was like, like before the lockdown, I was just like going about my business doing whatever. But then like after
Yeah.
everything, like all these protocols were set and everything, you realize how like dirty we are.
Oh my God, I hate it. It's so gross. Like I come home from work and I take off all of my clothes. I throw in a laundry basket and then I go
Mhm.
wash my face and then go wash my hands and then I go
Yes.
sanitize my phone and my watch every day
Yes.
still to this day
Yes.
because it's so gross.
I know. I feel like for me, like whenever I get home, I have to wash my hands before I do anything.
Oh yeah,
Like, because
definitely.
otherwise I'll feel like
Ugh.
really gross if I don't.
Mhm.
And it's just like it just feels nice to wash your hands.
Icky.
But I guess like moving
Hmm.
on to during the lockdown,
Yeah.
we talked about like jobs. Were
Hmm.
you eventually like, did you eventually go back to the same job or could you work from home like with the job that you were in?
Um, so I actually was working at a different school by the time like the quarantine started. So
Mm.
first we had a couple months off and we were just like, what is happening, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they had an idea to come up with like these little like Zoom classes. But I had 2 year
Ah,
old kids. How are we supposed to do Zoom classes for 2 year old kids? But we
yeah.
actually managed. Like we would
Oh,
play like short videos, we would just sing some songs, like read a book, and they actually liked it.
oh, that's
So
good.
that worked out. Yeah, it was super
Yeah.
cute. And then it stopped for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't work for a couple months because I was just waiting for the preschool to reopen, but it didn't
Yeah.
seem like it was going to reopen. So
Mm-hmm.
I decided to look for another job. And then the one I work at now has to go in person. So I've been
Yes.
going in person for a while now. Very gross, but they give us like the PPE, so I feel a lot
That's good.
safer doing that. And then
Yeah.
being vaccinated also really helps with the
Oh, mm-hmm.
health anxiety. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
At your workplace, do they social
Hmm.
distance the kids? Like, how do they do that?
I also do 2 year olds at my current classroom. There's no way you can socially distance them besides when they eat and when they sleep.
All
There is
right.
no way. But each kid has to wear a mask.
Okay.
And you know that 2 year olds are terrible, given the name Terrible Twos. So they'll take it off a lot, but I've
Hmm.
been pretty good at making sure they keep it on because they're
Yeah.
gross, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
cute, but they're gross.
I know. I
But they've been doing
see.
pretty well with the masks. Hmm.
That's good. I know, like when I
Hmm.
go out, sometimes you'll see like kids like picking at their mask or like wanting
Oh,
to like take it off, and
yeah.
it's like I get it
Yep.
because they're at the age where they still don't really understand like why they're doing
Hmm.
this.
Yeah, what is all this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like why is it important and like what's going on, like things like that. It's really hard to explain to a kid too. So I can imagine how difficult it is, like
Yeah.
trying to work with them. Like, hey, keep your
Hmm.
mask on, please.
I do that and I'm like, it's germs, you
Yeah,
know?
I know. I've seen some kids with like the mask strap to like keep it on
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It
Do you
helps.
have?
Otherwise they're just throw on the
Yeah.
floor. It's
Oh.
grosser. Like ew.
Oh God. Does your
Yeah.
workplace like keep masks at to like hand to kids, or do they
We
have
have
to bring
some
their own?
backups.
Okay.
They have to bring their own.
Okay,
It's
that
a
makes sense.
requirement, but we have some backups just in case they forgot.
That's good.
But
Yeah.
usually we accept them and they have to wear a mask, otherwise they can't come.
Ah, oh. So
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
pretty
like, oh,
hard.
go back home.
You go get one. There's a 7-Eleven like
Oh.
right down the street from us,
Oh,
so
wow.
hopefully they
Okay.
would have masks there. So
Yeah, hopefully. I know that,
yeah.
like towards the beginning there was that whole rush of trying to get toilet paper, trying to get mask, gloves, whatever, hand sanitizer. There was like a purge for
Clorox.
Clorox wipes. Even now, like you can't find Clorox wipes really anywhere, I
I found them
think.
at Target like
Oh, you
last
did?
week.
Oh, maybe I should go
Yeah.
look harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Probably.
remember at the time, like me and my sister were like, should we go get like supplies? Like, are we gonna be inside? Like, is this
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, like it seemed like the apocalypse because everything was like going out of
It
stock and
really
everyone was like
did.
running around like
Mm-hmm.
with like hordes of toilet paper that like now seems like a not waste of time, but it just seems like ridiculous now because like now you have all this toilet paper.
I know. I have a bunch of toilet paper in my garage.
But I
My
guess it's
dad fell
good.
for the hoax.
Oh, I mean, it's good because now you don't have to buy anymore.
I guess so. I mean, it's
But I
gonna
know
run out at
like
the end of the day.
yeah, I know like me and my sister were definitely like, should we be doing this? And so we went to like
No,
Costco and like got like a bunch of
no.
stuff and now we still have a bunch of stuff too. So
No, not
yeah,
necessary.
no, but yeah, I know for my workplace, I work at a like dental office. And so like for there, since it's like the health, it's like in the health category,
Mm-hmm.
we opened a lot earlier than I expected because it was like considered an
Mm-hmm.
essential business. And so when I got back to work, I think it was around May, like mid-May
Mm-hmm.
last year, I felt really weird because like just going into work because I had been there for so long and like we had all these new protocols. We set up like partitions between each of the chairs and then like we all had to like come in masks and stuff. And then people in the back like had to wear all this like PPE when they're like working on
Yeah.
patients. And then our schedule is also very light too. So we were only seeing like maybe half the patients we usually see at the time to like help distance everyone, things like
Mm-hmm.
that. And it was nice actually at the time because before COVID, like there was so many people in the office and then like coming back or to
Yeah.
have like no one there, it's like it was like a real difference. But now that it's been like a couple months since we've opened, it's basically like back to normal now. It's like weird, but also it's nice to like get back to a normal, but still again, like I don't really know how to like feel about everything. It's hard to know how
Yeah.
to feel in like
Mm-hmm.
especially like in this time day and time with everything still being up in the air with like the vaccines and like these new strands and whatever
Yeah.
is going on. Honestly, I haven't really
Very
been keeping up with
confusing.
like the news about it. I feel like every
Like I
time
read,
mm-hmm.
well, traveling's okay for vaccinated people now, just within the
Oh,
country though, I think.
oh, I see,
But ugh,
yeah.
God.
I know like I feel like a lot of people are like going to Hawaii to like
I
vacation.
know, like I know one of my classmates from high school, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
like a teacher in Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just talking about how Hawaii prioritizes its tourism over like the health of its own like state.
Oh
And it
wow.
was really sad. I know
Yeah.
see a bunch of people in Hawaii and I'm like, are they okay?
Yeah.
Like there's so many
Are you
people
good?
going there. Like, Hawaii, you good? You safe?
I know.
I'm not
I'm
saying that the people coming in are like sick or anything, but
yeah.
still, like
I hope they're
your
okay.
boundaries.
I
I
know.
know, God.
And I feel like
Ugh.
since travel I guess since traveling's okay now, I feel like it's a prime like vacation spot to go to Hawaii and like try to like escape like
I
everything, I
know,
guess.
but well, we can't escape. The only way to really escape is to get this over with first,
Oh, for
and that means to
real.
get vaccinated.
Yes. Vaccination. Yes.
Yes.
Do you think these protocols were beneficial to like stopping the spread?
I mean, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's to stay home as much as you can because you're safer there. I like the way
Yes.
that they word safer at home because you're literally safer at home, not saying like you're
Yes.
locked down,
Mm-hmm.
quarantine. Sounds
Yeah.
really negative.
Yes. It's
I feel like
like,
people don't follow it
oh my God. Yes.
all the time. So it's a little like, hello, there's
Yeah.
directions,
Please.
please follow it.
Yes. I
So I'm a
know.
little still scared to go outside,
Oh
but
my God.
anyway, what?
I know like but when this was like all beginning or like even like
Mm-hmm.
now, there was like these videos that would go around with people being like angry, like, oh, why do we have to wear
Yeah.
masks? Like, I'm not sick. Like, why do I have to do all this? And it's like you're supposed to be protecting the people around you too, not just yourself, kind of thing. And I know there's
Selfishness.
exactly, and I know there was this video of these two guys going around the beach like handing out masks.
I think you
Have you
showed
seen
me
that?
that.
Yeah.
It was
It's
pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
yes, yeah, it's a popular beach in Orange County. There's a lot of people not wearing masks because they were like, I don't need to wear a mask. Like we're at the beach, we're outside, it's fine. Like, and then these two guys
God.
are like going around like giving masks out, and then they're like, oh, why aren't you wearing a mask? Here's a free one. And then the people would be like, no, get the away from me. Like I don't need this. I'm
No.
not sick. Like I don't want to be confined in this mask or whatever. And I was like,
Oh my
what?
God. It's a piece of cloth,
I
okay?
know. And
That can hurt your dignity. Like, come
yeah.
on.
it's like I can't breathe, and it's like what the heck? Because also,
Mm-hmm.
there's all the people that have to wear these 20 more than 24 hours
Every
a day.
day.
Yeah, like at
Those
work we have to
healthcare
wear it.
workers.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of like healthcare workers having to wear it for like over 24 hours, and they have like marks on their face, and it's like their situation is a lot more intense than like the normal average person who has to only really wear it for like 20-30 minutes if they go out, if they
I
choose to
know.
go out. It's like I don't
Oh,
know, a lot
so
of these
sad.
people, yeah, a lot of like the things and thoughts going around, like I don't really understand, but I can see where they're
Oh.
coming from, but also I wish they'd change their mind.
Be more compassionate. Just be kind
Yes.
to one another. That's all we need in this world. And if we can't have that, then we can't go anywhere. I feel like,
Be
you know?
kind. Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Being
Well,
Be
anyway,
kind, safer at
we'll move on
home.
from that.
Yes. I guess on a more fun topic, you mentioned hobbies.
Yes.
What kind of hobbies did
Yeah,
you pick up?
hobbies. So fun. I binge watch stuff because I have so much time. I'm not working. What
Mm-hmm.
else would I do? I go on Netflix and I watch stuff nonstop.
Yes.
Um, I know that we talked about this, but another one show that we watched was Crash Landing on You, and it became so popular. I think during like peak times of like lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was watching it. Oh, but it
They
was so
really were.
good.
I know me and my friends were like on it, and it's crazy how big it became. And the story
Yeah,
is so good. The people in the
I
TV show are
know.
so attractive,
The
and
actor is legendary.
the actors are dating.
I know.
They're
Oh,
all,
that's
both
like
of
the best
them.
thing I've
Yeah,
heard.
the main
That is the best thing I've
yes,
heard.
the main like lead, like girl and boy leads are dating, and then the secondary
Yes.
boy and girl leads are dating too.
They are?
They are, yeah. I saw a post on Facebook that they were dating too. They were
What?
confirmed to be dating, and I was like, wow,
I did not know that. Oh my
yes.
god. Oh,
And then the
love is real.
I think the
Fake it till you make it.
I know the post had said like, oh, I want the casting director of Crash Landing on You to be my matchmaker
Honestly,
because
who
it looks like they're doing good for
genius.
themselves. But
They really
I
are.
know
Oh, I'm
for
so
yeah,
happy.
I'm happy for them. I'm glad it worked out for them and that they had a good
Hmm.
time of like filming this.
Yeah, the
I know,
chemistry was there.
yes, I know.
It was very
Oh,
there.
it was so good. It was so
I know.
good. I think the only thing I can remember now, I saw this like occur and Crash Landing on You is like the end where they're like,
Oh my god, no.
the spoiler if I say what happens.
Spoiler
I
alert.
mean, yeah, I guess
Wait,
spoiler alert if you
this
haven't.
is a
It's not
spoiler
really a
alert.
spoiler. It's just like at the one of the end scenes, they're on a field and like she has a bouquet of flowers or something, and she's like looking at the guy, and then she like her nose lets out some.
She's like snot came out of her nose.
Yes,
There.
and
And
it's
it was yeah.
it's funny because someone had noticed that, and I hadn't noticed it at first, and neither did Annika. And then we saw a
I thought it was
post.
very romantic.
I know that
And
was the only thing
then
I was
the
focusing
detail.
on because it was the end too, And then like someone had, I guess, seen this and they posted it. We saw it, and then now I can't stop thinking about it.
I know
But
I forgot about that till you just reminded me of it right now. But you know what? That's okay
it's
because
fine because it's a good
it was a
TV
good
show.
scene.
And
It was a good TV
yes,
show.
I know like my favorite characters were the bros, like in the second
Oh,
the friends.
yeah, the four
Yeah, the
boys.
four boys, like
So
the main
good.
leads like buds in the military.
Mhm.
They're so fun. I love them so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, Crash Landing on You
Hmm.
was my quarantine K drama as well.
Yes,
Me and my
it really
sister
was.
binge watched it as well, and each episode's like a movie basically. It was like an
It's like
hour
an
long.
hour.
Yeah.
I know. Like
Um,
16 episodes or something too. So.
I remember seeing this one post also go around where it's like when you're watching a K drama and you don't understand Korean, right? You're watching a K drama,
Mhm.
you like take your or you're trying to like multitask, but you have to like read the captions. So
Yeah.
you're like on your phone, but then you're like trying to like you're like
Oh, I know. Something else that I did was make the Dalgona coffee, the whipped
me
coffee thing.
too.
That was a super
Oh
quarantine like trend.
yes, I was
I
also
made
in
it like
that
every day.
trend
I thought it
too.
was
It was
good. It
good.
was
It is good.
good.
It's just like a pain to make.
Yeah,
I've discovered. Yeah. But it was really delicious. I had actually gotten like
It
a
was good.
mini frother because I was like making it every
Ooh.
day. I've stopped now
Yeah.
because it takes time to
I
make
mean,
it. But I was also on that trend too.
that
So
was super good.
hmm
Mm-hmm. What other like quote unquote
um
quarantine trends?
mm,
I don't know.
I know TikToks were a big
Well, I guess
thing.
that's not the. Yes, I was definitely on that.
Yeah, like
I would
making
just scroll for hours
hmm
and hours
yes.
and hours.
And then like
And then I would also make my own.
hmm
But then I stopped.
yeah. Yeah, that was a big thing. So that's like when dalgona coffee like also became big, like when TikTok people would post things on
Yes.
TikTok
Oh my
or like the
god.
cloud bread that you would
Mm-hmm.
see. I never tried making
Yeah.
that, but I know that was a
I
trend that
didn't
people would
either.
make, like cloud bread, or just
Mm-hmm.
like try different like baking things. Um,
Yeah. I actually picked up like cooking and baking. It's pretty
ooh,
fun. Because I have time. Just I'll
yeah,
just sit there,
mm-hmm,
and then get some new
ooh,
treats
yes,
without having to go out to buy them.
exactly, yes. Use what you have.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of hobbies did I pick up? I know I tried to pick up like language learning. I talked about it a little
Ooh.
bit previously in our being Asian video, but I was trying to like
Mm-hmm.
um, learn Thai better or like read Thai
Yeah.
and understand, speak a little bit better. I'm still not that great at it
Mm-hmm.
because I kind of like slowed down and I'm lazy. But that was definitely like a
Mm-hmm.
quarantine like goal of mine was to like at least be able to recognize more with Thai and like speak better. So that was one of the things
Mm-hmm.
like I was really into. Also, I was really into just like making art too because I had lots of free time. And I
Yeah.
was like drawing and things, like getting back into that because I hadn't done it in a long time. So that was nice to like get back into and like have all this free time
Mm-hmm.
um, to pick up things that I haven't thought about in a while.
Yeah, I also picked up like working out.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
great. Yeah. I
Yes,
think it's very healthy like pastime.
it is.
So if
Yes.
you need to get up and work out, I push you to do that right now.
Yes.
Very healthy for you.
Motivation. Yes. We love that.
I still work out to this day.
Woo!
So,
Yes. I've gotten back into it kind of. Not
mm-hmm.
like the type of working out Annika does, but climbing. But yes, always really fun. Always good to work out, getting into good
Yeah.
habits. Sleeping was also a thing
Mm-hmm.
that I did.
Yes,
Sleeping more. I was sad when
sleeping.
I was like sad that I had to go back into work because I was like not being
Me
able to
too.
wake up later anymore.
I have
But
to work at 6:30 in the morning.
oh
So
no.
when
Uh,
I went decided I wanted to go back to work, I was like,
no,
5 a.m.
please.
mornings.
Yes. I know another thing that we did together was like gaming or like just FaceTiming more with our
Yes,
friends. We had
exactly.
watched Sharkboy and Lava Girl together.
Close your eyes, shut your mouth.
Dream, dream, dream. Does that like
Ew. Ew.
what
Oh
a
my god.
good movie.
And then we watched The Cat in the Hat.
Oh
Oh, Among
my.
Us. We played
Oh
Among
yes.
Us.
Yeah.
That's the thing that
I
we all
know.
did.
Yes.
Among
That's
Us.
like what brought I know that was a really big thing. That and Animal Crossing were like two of the
Yeah.
big games that came
Yes.
up. There's like we haven't I put in our notes Animal Crossing Bonanza because everyone was like on the
Yes.
Animal Crossing train. I actually hadn't had a
I still
Switch.
am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I
That's
still play
good.
it every day.
That's good because I told Annika before we started that I recently got a Switch. So I decided to
Yes.
play Animal
Wait, add me.
Crossing. I will. Yes. Promo. I'm gonna I'm on Animal Crossing. Add us. But
I
yeah.
know.
And
What the
I
heck?
remember like when Animal Crossing was a big thing, Switches were also being sold out too. Like you couldn't find a Switch anywhere.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
crazy?
It took a really long time to find one. I was
Yeah.
really lucky. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's super hard.
It was so hard. But then I guess like on the Among Us side, Annika introduced me to some of her friends to play with, and they
Mm-hmm.
still play to this day. And sometimes I join them. So it's really
Yeah.
nice that like
Mhm.
because friendship from our last episode, making
Yes,
friends.
friendship continuation.
Yeah. And I think like, having these experiences that you can't do in person, especially because everyone's so far away, or like at least for like our
Mm-hmm.
friends, like we're all pretty scattered from each other. So it's nice to have like these Zoom experiences or FaceTime experiences with friends and like connect with them in a way that you couldn't before.
Yeah.
Like making plans to
The
like to see each
drive,
other. Yeah,
traffic,
finding a place to meet up.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's nice to like,
Hard.
be able to FaceTime, or all you really had to figure out was like a time to meet up, like on FaceTime.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a lot more flexible given that during this quarantine everybody was working from home, so we didn't have to commute from work and
Yeah.
back, and then we didn't have to stay extra
Mm-hmm.
hours or anything. We could just
Yeah.
open up Zoom or whatever, Discord,
Yeah.
and just talk.
And just like have a nice conversation. Yes. Or watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Netflix party. Netflix party was definitely a
next.
thing. And then
That's how we
Avatar
watched.
came out, right? On
Yeah,
Netflix.
it came back out, or it got released, and
Yeah.
then I know I was on that,
Oh,
even
I
though it
was
was like my
definitely
third
on it
time seeing
too.
it. It
That
was
was my
so
first time
good.
watching
Oh,
it.
really? Oh, how did you like
Yeah.
it?
It was good. I watched it with my boyfriend and then our
Hmm.
mutual friend.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that was a show. We watched it like every week, and then that's how we got together because we kept spending time with each
Oh,
other. Anyway,
oh, so cute. Wow, Avatar bringing things together, not the blue
I
people.
know. Gosh.
Like remember
No, not the blue
the
people.
blue people,
Uh,
but the last Airbender. If you
yes,
haven't
the
watched
bald
it
dude with the
again,
arrow on his head.
yes. If you haven't watched it again, we recommend it. Highly recommend. Very good. Has good storylines, good morals,
It really
lessons.
does.
And it's about
Mm-hmm.
Asians. We're Asian.
Yes.
We love Asians. Yes, I know it was like my third
Episode
time. I
two.
think it was like my third time watching it, like all
Mm-hmm.
the way through, and I loved it all the same.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
good.
good. Zuko though. Oh my god.
Zuko.
Character development. Hello.
Zuko. Zuko's so attractive.
What a good boy.
I know he had some rough times though. He was
Yes. But he
self
grew from that.
discovery. Yeah, it's when there's that one
Yes.
scene like, "Hey there, it's Zuko here," something like that. Like, "Hi, Zuko
Really?
here." Like when he goes to like try to negotiate like being on their like team Avatar.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, "Hi, Zuko here." It's like, well, okay,
Awkward.
or that's rough, buddy.
Very awkward.
Like my girlfriend turned into the moon.
Uh,
Oh, that's rough, buddy. Iconic.
oh my
Um,
god. I feel like that's still like a relevant meme
it
still. My
is. It
girlfriend
really
turned into
is.
the moon.
Not to us though, but
Spoiler alert, by the way.
oh, whoops. Do you have any other hobbies that you or like things in quarantine that you learned about
I
yourself?
don't think I've like learned. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I was able to spend a lot of time with myself since I had nothing else to do.
True.
I guess I just wanted to find new hobbies like the
Mm-hmm.
working out, the baking, cooking, the games with the friends.
Yeah.
And I guess I stream every so often.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then just strengthen my bonds with my friends because that's the only thing we can really do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess we can go out now
Yeah.
safely,
Yes.
but still.
Yeah. I know
I
it's
think it was a time for self reflection. Sorry,
oh no, you're good, you're good.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like
No,
it's
go
a
ahead.
lot different now. Like it's getting back to a weird normal and I still don't know how to
I
feel
don't
about it.
know. Like, is this actually like normal or I don't feel like it's, I don't feel safe
Yeah, I don't either.
going back. It feels
Um,
like it's fake.
yeah,
It's like we're gonna go back to where we were in like a couple months or something.
yeah,
Like with the super high amount of cases. I don't know.
yeah. I think yeah, it's hard to know like what to feel and what to do. Honestly, like sometimes like
Mm-hmm.
I had told Annika earlier, like last week, I went to the mall for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were walking around and it's basically just like a regular mall Saturday, like pre-COVID, but everyone just had masks on. And it was like, I'm vaccinated, so I hopefully, hopefully like it's okay. But
I mean,
even
it's proven to be effective.
yeah. But even though like I'm vaccinated, like I still didn't feel comfortable like being there.
Yeah,
Or
me
I didn't know how to
too.
feel like being there with all these people around. And obviously like these people didn't
Mm-hmm.
not that they didn't care, but it's hard to know what like they were thinking too. But obviously like they were okay with being
Yeah,
around other people as well.
like risk.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just very strange, like to go back to like a public place like the mall where you're used to seeing a bunch of people, but like nowadays, like what do you think about that? Like, like these
Yeah,
folks
I
like
don't know if
you.
it's ever. It's gonna take a really long time for me to get used to that.
Yeah,
I feel
I know
it's just so weird.
it is really weird, but I know like in Australia they're like good. I saw this video like this person I follow on Instagram like in Australia who like went to
Mm-hmm.
like some Easter festival and they were like mask free, like they were like having fun.
Taiwan too.
Really?
Oh,
And I was,
Taiwan is like so good with COVID.
oh,
They had a
wow.
rave.
Wow, really? Whoa.
Yeah, there was a straight up rave.
I don't know how to feel about that. Like if that happened here,
I
God,
no, there's no
no
way.
way.
Yeah, I
Um,
kind of wish I moved back to Taiwan, but oh
mm.
well, too late now.
um, but yeah, I saw this video of like them just at an Easter festival, and they're like doing good. They're playing
Hmm.
games, like having fun. And I was like I want that.
Must be nice.
Oh,
Must be
for
nice
real, must be so nice. Like not having to
to
wear a
actually follow
mask.
directions
Oh, for real.
and be safe and
Mm-hmm.
be kind to others. Oh,
Yes,
what a
and
concept!
think about others too. Like,
I
a lot of
know.
people that we see, or like the viral videos that go around, it's just like people. It seems like they just only think about themselves and like, why do I have to wear a
Yeah,
mask? You know, like that kind of thing.
doesn't matter what
Yeah,
everybody else, you
yeah,
know. That's not
um,
nice.
yeah. But it is what it is, and hopefully we get back to somewhat of a better normal than now. I guess that brings us to like current day things. Like, how
Yeah.
are you now? Like, what are you up to nowadays?
Well, I went back to work in November last year, so I've been
Hmm.
working in person for about like 4 or 5 months now.
Okay.
It's been okay. I have to wear a face mask and a face shield,
Oh, okay.
and when I'm like vaccinated, so sometimes my face shield is like I kind of don't want to wear it sometimes, but I
Hmm.
know I should
Hmm.
because it gives me really bad mask acne. It's like there's no air going in, like
Hmm.
my skin can't breathe, you know. So
I
that's
feel
why
it.
today I went to like my facial appointment, and she like extracted like
Ooh.
pimples out of my skin,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, but it hurt. It was so painful
Oh
today because
God.
I haven't went to her in a long time because business had to close because
Yes.
of COVID.
Hmm.
But at least I got that cleaned out. But that's
Yeah.
just what really frustrates me about mask wearing is
Like what
the
happens
pimples.
underneath.
But you know what? But it's better than like getting COVID
That's true.
and spreading it to other
Hmm.
people,
Getting
So
sick. Hmm. We're also like in our office, we're like a very similar way. Like we have to wear like masks all the time. And I know like I don't work in the back office like with the patients because I'm not qualified to do that. But I work in the front desk, and so we have like a face mask, and then we have like shields that shield us from like the patient and us
uh-huh.
when they like
Yeah.
ask us questions to make
Yeah.
the next appointment. So I think that's like the most we have for us in the front, but in the back it's like more secluded because they have to like because they're directly working with the patients, right? They have to have the patients like open their mouths, and they're like
Yeah.
they're right next to them too to like work on them.
Yeah. It's
And
like
so they have to like wear the full on PPE, face shields, whatever. But I guess like in a sense, like I'm lucky in the front that I don't have to like wear all that. Just a face mask. I used to
mm-hmm.
always wear a face mask,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, and we require like patients to come in with a face mask on and like take their temperatures before we take them back, and then we have them fill out this like COVID pre-screening
Yeah. The
form.
questionnaire.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely like then versus now is a lot different because travel restrictions were a lot stricter before. So like if
Mm-hmm.
someone traveled like even like a few hours away and they came back, like we would require them to like quarantine. But nowadays, I know I
Mm-hmm.
remember asking my manager, like, oh, what do we do now? Because someone had asked us, like, oh, we recently went to like out of state and we came back, but our tests were negative, like things like that. Like, do we
Okay.
have to get tested or do we have to quarantine? Like, how does this work? We have an appointment like coming up soon. Like, we just want to know like what your protocols is. And so I was like, I don't know anymore. Let me go ask.
Good question.
Yeah. So then like
I'll get
now,
back to you
yeah.
on that.
So I had to go ask. And then, the fact that I had to ask, like, I wasn't really sure. It's like, oh, like what do we do now? Like what is the new safe normal?
What's okay and what
Yeah.
isn't?
Because it's different for everyone. Because I know some people are still really COVID conscious, which can be
Mm-hmm.
good. But I know like we have someone working from home in our office because she's able to,
Oh,
like in
cool.
her line of work.
Oh, wow.
So she's able to work from home because she like deals with all the finances of like patients.
Mm.
And so I know like some of my coworkers talking like, people who have been inside all this time, like just working from home, not really having a reason to go outside. Like they're the ones who are really
Yeah.
COVID conscious. Seems like they're the ones that are really COVID conscious about everything, about like being nervous about
Mm-hmm.
going outside. But the fact that like, you and me are back at work, I feel like I've been so desensitized to like
I agree.
to like COVID, even though like I
Yeah.
want to take the necessary precautions to be safe. I feel like I'm okay with like handing someone something, or I don't know. It's like a weird, like I still want
Yeah.
to be safe, but
I
I'm
feel
okay with
that.
being at work. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
And
okay
like
with
being
being
around
at work
people.
too, but like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like kind of uncomfortable. Like kind of
Yeah.
okay, especially since I work with kids.
Oh yeah.
They're like
They're not the
ridiculously like
they're not
dirty.
the cleanest.
They're not the cleanest people out there. They'll
Especially
like
like
go
young
and like pick
kids.
their
Oh
nose and then they'll put it in their
no.
mouth.
Oh
And I'm like, don't do that. And then we'll go wash our hands
yeah.
and then they'll do it again and they'll touch the floors and go like,
Oh my goodness. Oh
so
no.
that's why I guess I'm kind of still uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're two, so
They're
I
like
think
really
they're
young.
okay. But
Yeah. And I know I've seen some kids like when they're really young, like babies or like 1 years old, like sometimes they can't put on masks. So it's like because they're so
yeah,
young and it's
it's
like
like
they
okay.
don't
I mean,
make
yeah,
masks for like kids that small, I think, or maybe they do and I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean,
But I don't know. It's hard
mhm.
to say, but hopefully like we'll get to a point where we're like okay. I hope.
Yeah, I think at least most people are vaccinated, so
Yes.
it's a little
Yeah, they're
safer.
actually opening up
But
vaccines for everyone now.
yeah,
So,
I know I'm excited.
yay.
Now all my people all the friends, family that I care about can finally feel
Yeah.
safer around each other.
Yes. Our
Is your family
Oh yeah, I was gonna
vaccinated?
ask you the same thing. But my family is mostly vaccinated. I think the only person that I don't know or that I know that doesn't have his their vaccine yet is my brother because he is in school. He's
Mm.
finishing up his first year of college right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had talked about it a couple days ago because I had FaceTimed them for my birthday, and then
Mhm.
we were talking about like vaccines because my aunts had recently gotten the vaccine. My grandma had gotten the vaccine too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then my mom was trying to get an appointment, or my mom and dad were trying to get an appointment for the vaccine at the time. And then we're talking about like my brother because he goes to out of school out of state,
Oh,
and
okay.
then so and his school year is ending because he's on the semester system, so his school's ending soon. So
Mm.
and
Mhm.
especially because he has to
Mhm.
like fly back home, we were like, I don't
Mhm.
think he was like, oh, shit, is it worth it to get the vaccine now? And I was like, no, not really, because you're going to be coming home soon. By the time you come back, I don't know, you have to take the shot in the same location. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
So just like,
Mhm.
it's just worth it to like wait until you come back home, quarantine for however long you have to, and then get the vaccine whenever you can, because you're going to be at home for like the
Yeah.
summer. I think that's the only person I
You're not really
know.
gonna be anywhere.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think it's the only person I know in my family who hasn't gotten the vaccine that I know
Oh,
of.
good.
Because mom
Okay.
and dad were able to get it a couple days ago actually. Um,
Nice.
yeah, so and then my sister got her for the sister I live with got her first shot a couple days ago as well. So she's
Oh,
getting her
cool.
second shot towards the end of the month. And my mom and dad had gotten actually the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, which is only the one shot.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Uh-huh.
like, whoa, like
Oh, okay.
that's
I
fun. Yeah,
mean,
but easier for them. Like only getting one shot, you don't
yeah.
have to go
So they don't have
back.
to drive back and then get
Yeah.
another one and wait in line.
Because I know like it was also hard getting appointments for the vaccine too that I heard.
Yeah, I feel like it would.
Yeah. But also I heard this thing that like they have too many vaccines they can't get rid of.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing
Yeah,
too.
isn't that a
That's
weird
why I feel like
contradictory?
the counties are opening up so much earlier. And
Mm,
like Riverside's open.
yeah.
I think San Bernardino's also
Oh
open.
really? Yeah, I
LA,
think
I
OC is
think.
like open now too, basically.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
think like
So
yeah, I had read that like, or I was thinking like when I read that everything was opening back up, I was like, is this too early? Like everyone's not
that's what I was
vaccinated
thinking
yet
too.
too. So I was like, maybe they should have waited until, at least more people were able to get the vaccine before they opened up everything again. Because I saw that numbers were like rising and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. Like,
Yeah.
but now the vaccine's open to or almost everyone. Hopefully that brings good news.
Yeah.
But how about your
Yeah.
family?
So I'm the only person in my immediate family that's fully vaccinated.
Okay.
My mom, my dad, my sister all have at least one shot.
Okay, that's good.
So they're waiting to take their other one. And
Hmm.
then pretty sure my grandma's vaccinated. My extended family that live here, I think are mostly vaccinated because they are 50 plus. And then one of them's a doctor.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, she
Yeah.
would probably get it earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think everybody around me is mostly vaccinated, and my friends, and
Hmm.
then a couple of them here and there haven't gotten it yet, but I think
Yeah.
are getting appointments soon.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
very hopeful. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
I'm hopeful as well. And I know like I got when I got my shot, I got it at Disneyland. Because
Oh, you're so lucky. I wanted my shot at
Disneyland.
Disneyland. It's not fair.
I mean, okay, so the way that like they set it up, it wasn't like inside Disneyland because the park is closed still, but they're opening back up soon.
Still, I want to get Disneyland. Okay, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
after. Talk about your vaccine.
But I know like when I was getting mine, because I got mine kind of early because I was working in the health field.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was able to get it a little bit earlier than most people are. But like when I
Mm-hmm.
went there, it felt like They were like they set up in like the parking lot, like outside of
Yeah.
Disneyland. So it's like in the park at
Oh.
all, yeah. So but when I went there, they had two lines, right? So one for the first shot, one for the second shot, and I got my second shot at
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland. And then so they had these two lines, right? When the first shot line was like super long, like because people were like lined up to get their first shot, and then the second shot line was like as long because not many people had gotten it. And so when I was going through the
Yeah.
line, I was like, this is like having a fast pass to get to go on the ride for the vaccine.
Oh, I miss
um,
Disneyland so much.
Me too. But I saw
I
actually
can't
pictures
wait.
of the new Avengers area.
Yes, I saw. Oh
It
my
looks so
God.
good. Um,
It does look really good.
yeah, and I was like, I'm excited to go back when things are
But it's
safer
safe.
because Disneyland's not the cleanest place to be, right when
I
things
know
open back up.
it's yeah.
But
It's opening on the
is
30th,
it
and then I
really?
think
That's
tickets go on sale on the 15th.
wow, really?
They have to make reservations, and it's
Oh,
only limited to California residents. So I would actually like take the advantage to go now, but ew, because it's not gonna be that many people. Because so
that's
many people come
true.
from out of state,
Yeah.
out of the country, even
Mm-hmm.
just to come here.
That's true.
So
And I know they're at like 25 or 25% capacity or something like that. So I
yeah,
feel like it's gonna be really hard to
exactly.
get a reservation anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But it's still exciting that like it's been closed for so long, but
I
the fact that
know.
they're so
It's almost a
able to, I
year.
know, the fact that they're so able to make this whole new thing and still be okay, that just shows you the power of
Yeah.
Disney.
No, but also they need to hire back their workers that they laid off.
Oh yeah, or furloughed, I guess.
Disneyland.
Yeah, please.
Excuse me. No, they lost their
They
jobs.
did?
I think they were originally furloughed and then they got
Oh,
laid off.
what?
Yeah.
Really? I know one of my coworkers
Mm-hmm.
has like his roommates, I think, worked at Disneyland and they're just waiting to hear back from them. Like, when are we gonna go back?
Now's the
Yeah,
time. You're
let's get
reopening.
on it,
Now's the
guys.
time.
Let's get on it.
Come on, Disney.
Yes. But yeah, so I guess that's one of the things that is that one of the things you want to do when things are like more okay, go to Disneyland, go to theme
Yes.
parks. Me too. I'm
I
excited.
think I'm still kind of afraid to do outdoor dining right now. I don't
Mm.
know why. I'm vaccinated, but I'm still kind of scared. So when
Yeah,
like my friends are all vaccinated, maybe I'll
yeah.
be okay with it, but I'd
Hmm.
still be very wary of that.
Yeah. I know I had gone to Hot Pot
Yeah.
um
Miss
for
Jazz Cat.
Jazz Cat, yes, for my birthday. I think like I just been talking about my birthday. We went out for my birthday because last year,
That's okay.
yeah, because last year we
It's
weren't able to.
important.
I was just like, I think we went to
You didn't
get,
go all out.
yeah, we went to, what did we do last year? I don't even remember what we did last year. I just know we stayed inside last year for my birthday, which was okay too.
Yeah.
For me, like my birthday or just like celebrations in general, like I don't feel the need to go outside. But
Yeah.
if it happens, then
I
I
agree.
will. And then so for our birthday, we actually went to Hot Pot and they had outdoor dining, and that's where we were. And so yeah, it felt weird being there because I hadn't eaten out in a while, like in that
Yeah,
setting.
that's so long.
Um, but yeah, it's still very strange. But people are distance from each other. They don't see people right next to each other that aren't in your party.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a new normal that I think they're gonna keep, hopefully. Because it is nice to eat
I hope
outside. Yeah, it
so.
is nice to eat outside and like,
As long as the flies don't come get your food,
oh
but
yeah. I feel like in the like winter time,
especially
maybe
in the
not,
summer,
but
could be a
yeah.
problem.
Oh, for sure. I guess it depends on what you're eating too.
True.
Like I'm excited to eat out with like friends or like even just like make plans with friends. Like I think that's one of the things I would want to
Mm-hmm.
do
Yeah.
when things are more okay and like when they say that it's okay to go outside and like not wear your masks.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, the question, would you still wear a mask after? Yes, I would. Like, 100%, I
Mm.
would. Like,
I
God.
think like if the CDC were to say it's okay to take off your mask, I think I would still wear mine for like a couple
Every so
months
often.
just to,
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
I think for the first few months I would still wear mine like to go out like if I was just going to the grocery store I still wear it. But like maybe like after a few
Mm-hmm.
months when I myself like feel it's okay, then I'll be like, oh.
Be a
But
little more comfy about it. Well, I don't know. I think it'd be a
yeah.
while for me before
Um
I'm ready to take it off.
yeah, yeah, same. But I do think because that's also we've collected so many masks. I feel like I have so many masks, like a
I
mask
know.
collection.
Okay. Fun
Like, what are
fact.
you gonna do with all these
My
masks?
dad brings home masks because like his customers bring him some and he also runs a business so they get like,
Oh,
PPE. And then I don't know for some
yeah.
reason my dad brings back masks with like 2021 on it. Specifically 2021. It's like the New Year's mask with like champagne, like confetti. And then I wear it to work.
Yeah.
Like, you see that? It's like 2021. I'm like, I have
Celebration.
to wear these before it turns 2022. So I gotta wear my mask as much as I can this year.
Use them up. That's so funny.
I
I
know.
know my extended family that lives in Thailand had given us masks like in the beginning of quarantine. Like one of my dad's relatives had made masks for us that they mailed
Oh,
to us.
cute.
And so and also my other sister started making masks too, like in her free time. So
Hmm.
she like for Christmas she gave us masks that she made. And they're pretty cute too. As she has some hanging on my door.
Oh,
But should I go get mine? You showed your mask. Let me go get mine to
you want it?
show
Yeah.
the public. But she made like
Oh, those are so
these
cute.
like
Love
Pokemon
that.
masks that like fabric she got off of
Oh,
Etsy.
that's
So
so cute.
yeah, there's this like ice cream one too, that she made.
Oh, how
Yeah, and
cute.
they're like adjustable too, so it's like, ooh, you can adjust
Oh,
it. Yeah,
wow.
very fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah. So I think that's like a hobby or like a market that people have created for themselves, like make your own
Yeah.
mask, which I guess it was just I think is cool because
People need it.
people need it, and you can make cute ones. Like you can match it with
There's a
your
market for
outfit.
it.
Yeah, I see people like match their
Yeah.
mask with their outfit and like things like that. So people get really creative with these. Um,
Oh my gosh. My friend started making scrunchies,
oh yeah,
and
I've
I'm wearing
seen.
her right now.
Ooh, yes,
It matches my
it
shirt, and I'm like, it's so
does.
cute. Lovely hearts designs on Etsy and Instagram. But
Yes,
anyway, yeah.
small businesses.
I try to support her. I have a whole like bucket full of her scrunchies because they're just
Oh,
so cute.
yes, support small businesses even
Mm-hmm.
even now. I know that was a big thing too, like
Yeah.
especially because like there's so many businesses going out of business because of
Mm-hmm.
COVID. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but hopefully they're able to pick themselves back up or they found something else. How fun.
Is it really
uh,
fun though?
um
We
no.
learned a lot of new things. I think we learned a lot from it.
I think so too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It wasn't like there's ways to find the fun in this whole situation.
Yeah. And I know
But
everyone's different
overall,
though.
not so great.
Yeah. I think everyone kind of
Yeah.
can agree that we're over COVID, but we'll still keep up the protocols to get to a better
We kind of
place.
have to for
Yeah.
it to be over.
Yeah.
We can't just say, "Oh, we're over it," and then just take it off and then it's just going to get worse again.
Yeah.
So, we're literally putting ourselves in that situation.
For sure.
So, wear your mask
Wear your mask, be safe.
even when you're vaccinated.
Yes.
Yes. Be safe, be healthy.
Social distance.
Mhm.
Stay home. Safer at
Wash your
home.
hands.
Wash your hands.
Do the 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Backs of your
Between
hands,
your
your
fingers.
thumbs,
Yes.
your fingernails.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta do it real good.
Mm-hmm. I guess, do you have anything else to say? This whole thing.
I think the
Guess like,
whole wear your mask.
yeah, wear
is
your
probably
mask is
the
the big message
yeah
here. So we can all get back to
yeah
a safer
mhm
normal than before.
yeah. I think
Hooray. And hang out with so you
we're
can hang out
good.
with your
Yeah
friends, Think about that. Just like
yeah.
if you think like, oh, I don't want to wear my mask, just think like if I wear my mask,
You can hang out with your friends without a mask online. Wow.
paper at home. Yes, FaceTime, Zoom.
Yes.
I guess
Yeah.
a message that I would leave people with that we kind of touched on in our last episode is that like if you haven't
Mhm.
had the chance to connect with family like far away, that's far away from you, this is your chance. This is your calling.
It really
Telling you
is.
now, like you have the chance to reconnect with them. So if there's anyone you want to reconnect with, you have the chance over Zoom and FaceTime.
And to add on to that, I think it's a good time to reconnect with yourself. You have all
Yes.
this time when you're at home and you don't have to be so busy going out all the time.
Yeah.
Think about where you're at in life and how you can get better.
Yeah.
I think that's really important too.
What you
can
want to
come out of
improve.
this quarantine an even better person than you wanted.
Yeah. I agree with that. 100%.
Self-love.
I guess with that,
And we'll leave you on that note.
yes, with that, thank you for listening to today's podcast. Hope you learned something or connected with us in a certain amount of time, or not amount of time, in a certain way. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Oh.
But, be safe, be
Yes.
kind, wear your mask.
Be healthy.
Yes.
See you around.
Yes. This has been
Oh, we
Vanessa.
should.
Yes.
This has been Annika.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes,
Yay.
bye.
Bye.